The fighting continues in Gaza. The IDF is currently conducting an operation in Khan Yunis, and once again Palestinian civilians have to move even further south. This is the 7th time I have been displaced, or maybe even more. Torture, torture, torture. Under what they described as intense Israeli shelling and airstrikes, many Palestinians fled Khan Yunis and headed further south towards Rafah early this morning. Little Ahmed Abu Shavesh fled with his family and said they had barely made it out alive. We hardly made it out of the university under the shelling. We didn't expect the tanks at the university's gates. We hardly made it out. Every day I see children die. Every day children die. Many of my friends died last night at Al-Asqa University. Most of the Gaza Strip's 2.3 million people have since been displaced from their homes. With large areas razed to the ground and hospitals and humanitarian agencies struggling to cope, Palestinians are describing dire conditions. Many also say that although they are thankful for the humanitarian efforts, they need safety much more now than they do bread. Israeli forces and Hamas fighters clashed in several places, from Jabalia in the north to Khan Yunis in the south, the focus of recent Israeli operations. Israel said its troops had cleared much of northern Gaza of Hamas's military network, and more than 1 million residents of that enclave have moved south to flee the bombardments. Fighting, however, has continued in the Jabalia refugee camp and other areas around Gaza City. The Hamas-run Gaza health ministry said 25,105 Palestinians, many of them women and children, had been killed, and 62,681 have been wounded in Israeli strikes since the 7th of October. It does not differentiate between civilian and militant casualties.